For 7 straight years, we've never benefited from any call.
Okay, a lot of these questions are based on the Packer game last night that I obviously watched kind of closely. So you didn't see it, then maybe you won't understand what I'm saying. But all right, question number 10. Should the Packers would-be touchdown that was caught the play before they tied the game? This was the catch by Heath in the end zone where he caught it, got 2 feet down, and then got the ball batted away. They went to replay. It took a while. It was ruled incomplete on the field. It stayed incomplete. Should that have been a touchdown?
Yes. If he would have caught the ball on the end line, just caught it, got 2 feet down, then went out of bounds, it would have been a touchdown. The end zone is officiated differently than the field. You don't need the time element. You get 2 feet down with the ball. That's it. It's a touchdown. It's over.
So I say no, but I am more confused by ever than the touchdown catch. Like the one on the field, I got a pretty good grasp on that, but they are now taking those rules and applying them to balls in the end zone, and I'm as confused as ever by the calls in the end zone. My gut tells me no, though.
I say yes, and they muddied it up, too, because on the broadcast, it might have been the ref they brought in, someone mentioned a third step.
Right.
So now you need a third step? I thought it was 2, you a-holes. There was a second step, second foot down. That should have been a TD.
Next.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Well done on the fly. Number 9. Should the Barkley fumble on the series before have been a fumble? Because he was grasped and tripped. He then sort of ran about another 7-8 yards, hit the ground. The ground caused a fumble, but they ruled that he wasn't touched even though he was okay. That play, should that have been a fumble?
Should not have been a fumble. That tackle caused him to fall on the ground. End of play.
Should have been a fumble, and I'll tell you why. Because the real question there is, did he regain his feet? And I think he did. It's quick, but he then stumbled on his own. He got his balance back after the guy tried to trip him, and then he lost it again.
It's the initial contact that caused him to be so clumsy. It wasn't like he tripped on the ground. So I say no fumble.
Okay. My feeling on both of these is that it's nothing to get mad about. You can't rewrite a rule, and you can't blame the officials. Sometimes, especially in this sport, with an oblong football, it's going to be close, and it's going to go one way or the other, and you've just got to deal with it and get on with your day. And it drives me nuts how the current expectation is that you've got to get everything exactly right, and everything has to be exactly detailed in the rule, where sometimes it's just a little gray. That Packers would-be touchdown, I don't know why you would need a third step in the end zone, but oh well, hang on to the ball. And Saquon Barkley, don't fumble it.
He extended his arm, sort of. What a mistake by Barkley.
You win some, you lose some. I'm okay with those being gray. That's just what the sport is. Can you? Apparently not. Next.
Yeah. Here we go.
Thoughts on Tommy DeVito and thoughts on his agent?
So DeVito, he's Italian, faster, better arm, Zappy. Just really a guy.
Are we sure Zappy's not Paisan?
Oh, no, I don't think he is, no.
Nah, I don't think so.
Not with hair like that.
And his agent, Sean Stellato, Salem native, I've known him for years. The guy is a hustler, I will say that. When I was at the Globe, he used to be all over my case. He works it, and he's nonstop work. I got to give him credit. Good for him. Definitely annoying on television, but that's just him. He wears that stuff all the time. It's not just for show for these games.
He's who's the guy from Jay Giles? That knob?
From Jay Giles.
And I say this, all respect to my heart. I think he's a rest in peace.
Jeez, I don't even know who you're talking
The
about.
Boston guy,
the lead singer?
this squid from Boston who dressed like that. And again, I think he might be departed, so I say this all the
Peter Wolf.
I'm just kidding, Peter Wolf. Didn't Peter Wolf dress like that?
He looked like Junior Soprano going to a wake.
Anyway,
with that outfit.
go ahead.
Well, when I saw the two of them on the sideline, I thought they had broken out in a shell game or 3-card Monte over there. It's what it looked like. But the two of them, I want them over my house for Christmas Eve dinner. Are you kidding me? We could have fun with those two guys. have a little Zambuca. Oh, yeah, that's a good night right there.
All of it I can't get enough of. And I'm stealing someone's tweet, but I thought it was a great idea. Some random person put out, and it went viral. It would be great if every team in the NFL had a third stringer that was a regional stereotype. So, like, you had, like, you know,
right.
Sean Sullivan from Southie is the third stringer here, and he gets a shot, and he's talking about how his dad is a cop and his mother loves scratch tickets. Like, it'd be the balls. If every team had a regional stereotype as a third stringer, it would be great for the league.
Yeah, Billy, what's the play call?
Yeah.
Billy, get the play call in so I can get the effing play and get the effing ball snap.
And Peter Wolf is still with us. So just, FYI, he's still with us. So I still, in all due respect, but he wears a hat like that. You do got to respect how they are just leaning into it. Like, you cannot, there is a Disney movie coming or something like that. You just can't portray and embrace the caricatures of the whole, from the parents to the agent to the kid to the
Did you see the spread the
lives
family
at
put
home
on at the tailgate?
Lives at home. The mom makes his
cutlets.
bed. The cutlets, Teddy cutlets or Tommy, whatever. Like the whole thing. They are leaning into that thing.
I'm telling you, they would fit right in my house.
Next.
This rumor was awful. That's ridiculous.
Again, Toronto didn't like it when they opened up the door of the private plane and the guy from Shark Tank was stepped out. Number 7, the lead takeaway from Dolphins Titans last night.
Tyreek Hill is the MVP of the NFL. He's the most valuable player by far. They are a completely different team. Tua is completely different without Tyreek Hill on the field.
I don't know who's winning the Super Bowl this year, but I know it's not going to be Miami. That team is soft. They slip up. They're a little too flashy and kind of, choreographed. Like, you get them in a real game and they make stupid mistakes.
Nobody's good except for San Francisco. Maybe Dallas, maybe Baltimore. Miami's supposedly one of the best teams in the league, and that's what they give you, and that's how the quarterback played. Like, they stink, and I think everyone's trash. And the team that wins the Super Bowl will be the least of the trash.
Next. Listen. God, that's so annoying. Speak. 6. Thoughts on the offsides on Kadarius Toney and the Chiefs' reaction to it?
Has to be called. He's a moron for not checking with the ref, and the Chiefs, they were embarrassing after the game, their reaction to it. I know they're frustrated about last week against the Packers, but mostly their own play, but they embarrassed themselves.
You're right, Craig.
Yeah, same. And they're acting like a bunch of bitches, but I said yesterday, it's a bunch of misguided anger. Mahomes, Reed, what they're really mad about are all the wide receivers that they're surrounded by.
Next.
For 7 straight years, we've never benefited from any call.
Rank the worst tool bag question. Rank the worst tool bag organizations / fan bases when it comes to bitching about officiating all sports.
Oh, all sports.
Oh, all sports?
All sports.
Oh, I goofed on that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't that descriptive.
Go ahead. I forgot to put it in the question. I'll give you my thought in a second.
So I was going to say number 3, Patriots. 2, Chiefs. Number 1, Ravens. They have a persecution complex. I'm not sure if they do it that much for the cameras, but definitely behind the scenes. Yeah.
Patriots, Celtics, Mike from Woburn.
I kept it to the NFL.
That's it.
Number 1, Patriots. Precipitous drop-off. Raiders fans, then Saints fans. The troika of fan bases in the NFL at all think, Goodell's out to get us.
Okay. So Greg is right about the Ravens. But if we're going all sports, number 1 with a bullet, the Montreal Canadiens and their fans. Okay? Special kind of a-hole. Then comes the Celtics, because you people are the south of the border NBA equivalent of the Montreal Canadian fan. Sorry, you are. And then I go Patriots, even worse than the Ravens. And I do love all the caterwauling here in Boston about how the Chiefs are carrying themselves. Like, you would never see Brady and Bell. You would never see the Patriots do that. The Patriots would never do that. Yeah. This is an organization and a fan base that when they grabbed the guy's phone who handled the footballs, on his phone he had text messages saying, yeah, wait till Tom sees his balls the next game. They're going to look like rugby balls. And the only thing deflating is his passer rating. And call me the deflator, and that next one better be filled with kicks and a brand new pair of shoes. That was all on his phone, the guy that was handling the footballs, and you all responded with, do you know what the temperature was in the locker room?
That was about weight loss as well.
Yeah, right. You people on his phone said, wait till you see what the balls look like the next time, and you took them to court. So I'm sorry. You wouldn't be doing what the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chief fans are doing? Yes, you would, and you know it. Next.
You'd be doing it worse.
Roller coaster of sucks. Say what?
Number 4, rank the best coaches in the league and stop when you get to Andy Reid.
McVay, Shanahan, Reed.
Reed.
Ooh. Really?
Yep.
QB whisperer, innovative offense, stays away from the defense. It's what I want.
Next.
Okay, here we go. Yeah.
3, rank the greatest tight ends this century and stop when you get to Travis Kelce.
Gronk, Kelsey.
Gonzalez, Gronk, Witten, Gates, Kelsey.
Wow.
What? Gonzalez.
Yeah,
What the hell
Gonzalez.
is wrong with
But
him?
Gonzalez better than Rob Gronkowski?
Yeah, Gonzalez at his peak was dynamite.
No. Gronk, Kelsey.
And he played a lot longer. That counts for something.
I'm willing to go.
Pretty boy finesse tight end.
I'm willing to go Gronkowski. Why am I blanking on the name in San Francisco? Jesus.
Kittles?
Oh, Kittle.
Gronkowski, Kittle, Kelsey.
Make that argument.
Kelsey's a finesse player.
He's a receiver.
He's a glorified slot.
Yep.
Correct.
You know, where Kittle will destroy you, and Gronkowski would destroy you. Tony Gonzalez is not ahead of Rob Gronkowski.
He became a very good blocker at the end of his career.
Did he?
Yeah. Look it up.
I'm going to watch the film. Yeah, I'll do that
I
next.
researched it.
Next.
Witten, too.
Next.
Yeah. Here we go.
Rank the best quarterbacks in the NFL the past 30 years and stop when you get to Patrick Mahomes.
Brady, Mahomes.
Brady, Mahomes.
Brady, Manning, Mahomes.
It's tough, but Brady, Mahomes. But it's
I considered Manning, too, but Mahomes is more of a playmaker.
Here's the reason why I
More-
didn't
he's
include
clutcher.
Manning. That Brady and Mahomes don't need as much as Peyton Manning needs. Like he needs the great Hall of Fame receiver, running back. The defense, the 1 year he won in Indy, the defense was great at the end of the season. And then he goes to Denver. He had an all-time defense.
I'm also just going to defer to playoff wins. I know, right, Mahomes doesn't have the body of work yet, but I've seen him work in playoff games, and I've seen Peyton Manning work in playoff games. Mahomes greater than Peyton Manning. Next.
This rumor was awful. That's ridiculous.
Last one. There's talk this week that Taylor Swift will, in fact, be at the game Sunday at Gillette. Maybe even, I don't know, ring the bell prior to kickoff, although I tend to doubt it because she's with the Chiefs. But that begs the question. If you could pick one person on the planet right now, one person, to ring that bell, who would it be?
I just did a joke one. John Yastrzemski.
Speaking
One of the
No,
deflator.
no.
Who was he the deflator, or was that the other guy?
Well, no, that was
No, the
Dorito.
other guy.
It was, Birdman was not Yastrzemski. It was, why am I blanking? My God, of all people.
McNally?
Yeah, McNally, right.
Yeah.
McNally.
All right, and I want McNally.
Dorito Dink, yes.
Yep.
Taylor Swift. I think she's perfect for this game. In fact, I really gave this a lot of thought. I had a hard time coming up with someone better than Taylor Swift.
I got one for you then. Sydney Sweeney. Actress Sydney Sweeney. We all win. And for anyone that hasn't looked it up yet, see the trailer for her new movie, Anyone But You. You come away from that, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Well, if we're going to start doing that, I think you're playing.
Maz has a whole list.
Can't open up the door for
Margot
Maz like
Robbie, but I was trying to pick someone game appropriate.
that. No. Taylor Swift's the answer.
She's the answer.
Brady's the answer, but he did it. She's the answer.